Princess Anne paid tribute to Lockerbie bombing victims during a visit to Scotland on Monday. The Princess Royal visited the Lockerbie Air Disaster Memorial in Dumfries today to commemorate the victims of the attack. Princess Anne was pictured laying a wreath down in front of a memorial for those who lost their lives in the tragedy. On December 21, 1988, an explosion on board the Boeing 747 killed 270 people. This was the deadliest terrorist attack to have taken place in Britain at the time. The Pan Am Flight 103 was travelling from London to New York City but exploded over Lockerbie, Scotland. A time-activated bomb, which was hidden in a cassette player stored in a suitcase, detonated during the flight, killing all those on board and 11 people on the ground. During the Princess Royal's visit to Lockerbie's Garden of Remembrance, she met with representatives from Police Scotland, Dumfries and Galloway Council, Dryfestdale Lodge Trust and the Lord Lieutenant of Dumfries. Fiona Armstrong, the Lord Lieutenant of Dumfries, was a newsreader at the time of the bombing and covered the attack. The princess also signed a visitor guest book at the center and unveiled a small plaque created for her visiting the site. Armstrong said, "I was there on that night and I saw firsthand how this town rallied, how it copes and has continued to cope over the decades. You could never be more proud of a community. A disaster like this can never be forgotten." So much grief, such senseless losses, 270 innocent lives, remembered here on this memorial, each and every name will never be forgotten. Lockerbie's motto is "Forward, and we move together in hope." Your Royal Highness, your brother, now the King, came here following the disaster. Your mother, the late Queen, your father, the Duke of Edinburgh, also came here some years after to pay their respects. And how we are honored to have you here today, as the Princess Royal, but we also ask you to lay a wreath, please, of remembrance. The late Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh visited Lockerbie in 1993 to attend a memorial service for those who died in the bombing. The only person to have been convicted for the atrocity is former Libyan intelligence officer, Abdel Basit al-Megrahi. Libyan Abu Aguila Massoud is also alleged to have helped make the bomb and goes on trial in the U.S. in May 2025. A new 5-part series entitled Lockerbie, based on a father's search for justice after his daughter died in the bombing, began production this year. Colin Firth will play the lead role.